Hey everyone, today I'm going to be talking about the books I will be reading as part of my SFF reading project in the summer months of June, July and August. All these books have the potential for buddy reads if anybody is interested in talking about them with me, and to that end I will be using the hashtag SFF reading project on Twitter, as I've done for all the other books read this year. And without further delay I will talk about the books. The first of which is the science fiction book for June, and that is The Moon is Harsh Mysteries by Robert A. Heinlein. This is a book that I've been wanting to read for a number of years. All I know about it is that it is set on a penal colony on the moon, and some sort of revolution goes on, and it doesn't quite turn out the way that the prisoners intended. And then they then have to deal with the consequences of this revolution and everything that entails. It sounds very interesting and one that I believe is well loved from what I've read. The fantasy book for June is Little Big by John Crowley. I've known about John Crowley for a number of years and I've been wanting to read something by him. This particular book, Little Big, I didn't know anything about really at all up until recently. It sounds quite interesting because the house that is in the book gets bigger the further into the house you get, apparently. It sounds curious and I'm quite eager to read this book and indeed something by this author. The science fiction book for July is one that is very well loved and well known, and that is The Space Merchant by Frederick Pohl and C.M. Kornbluth. I think that's how you pronounce it. This is one that I've been wanting to read for a very long time. I remember hearing about this when I was in school. I wasn't reading science fiction books then, so I had no interest in it. But even then I knew it was somehow major in science fiction in some vague way. And now I have it and I'm going to read it. And it sounds really interesting. All I know is that it is about a galactic sort of empire as such, and it doesn't use violence in the book. Instead it uses sort of trade to get one over on people or something like that. I could be completely wrong. The fantasy book for July is Watership Down by Richard Adams. This is one that I've heard of in passing over a very long time, but I've never really known anything about it, and to be honest I still don't know anything about it. All I know is that it's about a group of rabbits that go on some sort of adventure when their home warren presumably is threatened. That's literally all I know. So now I'm going to be reading it. I happen to have a really nice copy of it as well, incidentally. Now on to the final summer month of August. The science fiction book for which is Flowers for Algernon by Daniel Keyes. I know this is a book about a man who is below average intelligence. Some sort of treatment or substance is given to him and this raises intelligence massively. However, he then finds out that the mouse called Algernon, that this drug was tested on before him, has degraded and died. He then worries that the same is going to happen to him. I believe this questions intelligence and what the very definition of intelligence is. It sounds very interesting and I know it's a quite important book. The final book for this video is the fantasy epic The Complete Lioness by Jack Vance. I am not reading the whole of this monster book for the SFF reading project, however. I am just reading the first book, which is basically a third of this, because there are actually 3 books contained within this giant thing. I've been meaning to read Jack Vance for years, same as all the others I've mentioned, and now I'm finally going to get around to it. I haven't chosen exactly the smallest or easiest book to read. This is kind of extremely heavy, but oh well, I will read it. And with that said, that's pretty much it for this video. The links for the 6 books I've talked about can be found in the description box below, as well as my normal social media links of Twitter and Goodreads. And if you'd like to talk about any of these with me in either the comments below or on Twitter, then please do. I'm always interested to hear what other people think about the book. Or obviously if you would like to read them, then please use the hashtag that I mentioned earlier in the appropriate month, and we can have a really interesting discussion about them. And with that said, that is it for this video, so goodbye for now.